What is going on, everybody? Chase Crawford here with another episode of According to the Internet, joined today by good childhood friend, Drew Dirksen.
Hey!
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Tell the world a little bit about yourself for those who don't know.
Yeah, my name is Drew Dirksen. I'm a musician. I've toured the world 3 times with a band called the Vams. I also do like parkour, flips, entrepreneur. Just living this insane life, bro.
Yeah, both from good old Monroe. Good old Monroe, Ohio. Yeah, man. That was fun. When we originally met, it was I believe we met through Young Life.
Yeah.
If that's right. And there was just something different about both of us where I knew then at least that he had it. I don't think that even I knew that I was going to get anywhere with what I was doing.
Oh, dude, like right away, like I saw your style and I was just like, damn, I need to like switch up my style. I need to be like more on top of it.
Like clothing
wearing,
wise?
Like beanies and skinny jeans, and I was like just wearing like khaki pants from like Kohl's, and I was just like, yo, I need to like step this up.
Dude, believe it or not, I think I almost exclusively thrifted everything except my jeans in high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think PacSun and Urban Outfitters is where I got my jeans from, but like my jean jackets, my like random tie-dyed shirts, because that was like my thing. It's like random tie-dye shirts, jean jackets, and beanies.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
I would buy the beanies, but like all of the jackets and shirts and stuff, like I would source from.
Wish I would have done that. Wish I even thought about that. I was just like, oh yeah, let me just save up $1,000 to go to Urban Outfitters and buy 2 things.
That's how it goes. So let's start off with touring the world 3 times.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's like, literally it feels like another life because like you're doing so much at one time and then for it to stop or like you just take a break, it feels like it lasted like a snap of a second.
Mm-hmm.
But it is the most insane like world ever because you go out there and you just play. We played in front of like 20,000 people at the O2 Arena.
Yeah.
I mean, we did even a thing in, what was it? We played in Switzerland in front of like 50,000 people and it was streamed in front of like several million people. And it's just like, you're out there and you feel like invincible. There's this insane high and like these people are screaming the lyrics, screaming the words. They're just cheering for you. And it's like the most unexplainable feeling in the entire world. Cause you're just like, you're invincible. It's like, and then you come off stage and you're like, wow, I'm normal. Like, let's go get McDonald's. Like, so it's like, dude, it's unreal. And it's something I would do 1,000 times again.
Of course, I don't know a single musician that wouldn't want to tour the world.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about how the band was formed. I know you guys were signed to Capitol here in America.
Yeah, we were signed to Capitol here in the States. We were signed to the Vamps label. So we were signed underneath the Vamps label, we were signed with Universal Studios and Virgin EMI. Yeah, so we were signed to them and that was like their whole label. They were like, we want to create a band, bring a band underneath of us and just like let them tour with us. And luckily I got picked and I was like so stoked. What's crazy is actually like the band that you used to film for us. Like you filmed a couple times in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So one of the videos you filmed was one that they saw and then the video for Who You Are. And then they reached out and they're like, yo, like a good singer, everything, blah, blah, blah. Like come out to LA and like try out for this act. And like not even like, so they were like, I'm the Vamps manager and everything, blah, blah, blah. I had literally just heard of the Vamps like 2 days before because my friend Josh Lentz, he like showed me one of their songs. I was like, this stuff's pretty cool. And to like the next day, pretty much they reach out and say, hey, we want to fly out to LA to like try out for this new band. Was insane. Mm-hmm. So I fly out there and like there was like a couple other people. Everyone was insanely good singers, like vibrato, all this crazy stuff. And I could not do that. Like I was just like, I have to perform. Like that is what's going to seal my deal. Mm-hmm. So everybody was up there performing, like just standing there singing, like not really doing anything. We had to do like 3 songs that they chose. And I was just like, listen, like we got cut all this bull crap. Like let's jump, like everything. Like let's do choreographed stuff. So the Vamps come in and they're going to watch. And it was between me and actually Levi. We were competing for the same part.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's amazing. And so he was a great singer, amazing singer. But I was not the best singer, but I was like, I'm going to perform my ass off right now. So I'm jumping around, I'm running around, everything. And they're sitting there, they're watching. They're like, okay, cool. And like not 20 minutes later, they pull me aside and they're like, all right, we want you in. Like whatever you're doing, like we want you to be a part of this. Like quit whatever you're doing. We want you to be a part of this band. So I'm like freaking out. And they send Levi home. And we had this other bass player in the band, ended up being a total douchebag, and we kicked him out. And we brought Levi in.
Okay.
So, and then that's how we became like everything. And then I brought Nate. So it was like I took like half of all the above and I brought that into this act. We pretty much kicked out the other bass player, brought Levi back in, and then that was the tide. That was us. And then we just immediately 4 weeks later, right to the tour. We played in front of 10,000 people, and I think Glasgow in the United Kingdom. Insane. So it was like 4-week practice and you're off.
That's crazy. So tell me about this. I have a lot of questions about this whole thing now. This is crazy.
Just ram me with questions.
How many people were trying out? How many people were at the audition?
They went through, at that specific audition, it was only me and Levi competing for the spot for guitarist. And then there was a drummer they flew out. And then Austin was already there and this guy named Ty was already the bass player.
Okay.
So it was just really me and Levi competing to see who was the better like guitar player, could sing and everything. But that was it. It was very like to yourself. Like there was not a lot of people.
And do you know how they decided on the vocalist and bassist that were before?
Yeah, they had been a part of it like 2 years. It had been 2 years in the planning before I was even like talking about coming in. And yeah, dude, no one knows about that. Like it was like a huge process. And they had Austin for like 2 years, was already working with them. They had Ty. And they originally had another member who they kicked out. And then that's when they were like, we got to find like a guitar player, everything. Cause I was originally like, they asked if I would try out for bass. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, no, like I'm not a bass player. Like if this is the role, I don't want it. Had no idea how big this was. Like I was just like, no, like I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not a bass player. So the guitar player at the time switches to bass, which was Ty.
Okay.
And then that's where I came
So he made way for you and then you voted to kick him out.
And then we kick him out like a year later. So I love it. It's insane.
Was there ever any conversation of bringing all of the above on as the entire band, or were they sold on Austin?
They were sold on Austin. Like Austin was the given. He was the lead singer. That was it. The only room I really had was like the drummer. Like he was a great drummer, amazing drummer, but he just like did not fit. Like he was like socially, like he just like loved to be honest. Like he was on his phone too much. Didn't want to talk to people. And so I was just like, yo, let me just bring out my friend, Nate. He's like the drummer of my band, and we'll just like try him out. And then they were just like sold. They were like, we want to get this going. Like we don't like, honestly, he had the part before we even showed up pretty much.
Okay.
So
tell me about practicing those 4 weeks before you played 10,000 people. It's not like a normal band where you work your way up like 50 people and then 100 people.
You're just thrown in front of it.
Yeah.
You would practice. And the biggest thing is when we got to LA, we went to our 4-week rehearsal. We go to like the in-ear place. So they make in-ear molds. Never had anything like stuck in my ear besides a Q-tip. So they whatever that stuff is, they like throw this like mossy mold into your ear where you do all the in-ear stuff, but we don't get them until we go on tour. So we're just practicing with speakers, and it's like night and day from like, it'd be like playing with headphones on and you can't hear anything, and it's like your own world compared to like you hear everything and like every other instrument, everyone's singing, and like the noise in the room with just speakers in front of it. So we practiced for 4 weeks with like the speakers and just like this crappy sounding speakers in this room. And then we had 2 days and we practiced on the actual stage. And I mean, this stage looked like Taylor Swift stage. Like it was just like this massive like arena, like this big walk would go out. It went around. I mean, there was fireworks, there was like pyro, everything. And we are sitting on the stage for the first time and they're like, all right, here's the in-ears, like practice. And so we sound like crap because we was just like, we had never been like able to get super on time because now we have click tracks. Now we have all this stuff to just really in sync us. So, I mean, we practiced for like 4 hours the first, like those 2 days. And then like the next day we're just thrown out in front of like 10,000 people.
Jeez.
So it's insane. And when you're out there, your body takes over because you're like getting hyped up before you go out and we're like all shaking. We're like what are we gonna like? This is it. Like this is the first time anyone's ever heard of us. This is the first time going on stage as a band. Like, and we just walk out there and immediately it's just like this wave goes in front of you and you're like blind to the world and it's amazing. Like there's no way to explain it unless you're there. It's amazing.
Dude, that sounds wild. So from that you toured
everywhere, like 5 continents.
Yeah, literally everywhere. What are some moments that stand out for you through that?
I would definitely say like places like Manila, Philippines, like Spain. Love music and appreciate it 20 times more than people here in the States.
Okay.
The crowd is insane. Like, I mean, people jumping, screaming. I mean, like just mobbing to the front. Like, And it's like they're there just to cherish music. Whereas here in the States, like that's where everyone tours. Mm-hmm. So it's like music comes and goes so quick and the artists are just around all the time. Whereas like over there, they are never there. Like everyone was like hyped for like I think it was like Demi Lovato or something. She was coming back. She hadn't been there in 7 years. Whereas like she plays in the States like all the time. So it's like when we went there, I mean, I'll tell you this story. This was like literally the craziest thing. So we didn't realize how big we were there. So this is our first time playing. We show up and we get like, there's like 4,000 people in the airport.
Wow.
And I mean, completely mobbed. And paparazzi, everything. And this is like, it'd be like you right now just getting on a plane, like you're on vacation. We're going there to play a show. Uh-huh. We thought it'd be nothing. And you walk out to like as if we were like Justin Bieber. And 4,000 people there, mobbed us completely. We have like 5 security guards that are with us at all times. If I have to go to the bathroom, if I have to go to eat breakfast, if I have to go to the gym, if I have to go take a dump, I mean, they're there. And so they're escorting us everywhere. I mean, with police escorts, this is the craziest thing. They split the highway in half, like right down the middle, and we go straight to our hotel with like a police escort in the front and back. And I'm just like, we're just blown. We're like taking pictures. We're like,
of course.
Like, look at it. Like, we made it. Like, dude. Like it was insane. And then we go play the show and we were like, we just promoted it as a free mall show. And it was like the Asia malls or something like that.
Yeah.
They're 4-story mall. We had packed out the entire floor and every single ring around this mall. And we were just like, we're just playing like an acoustic set. Like, and so then we changed it up and we put the backing tracks with acoustic set so that it would have hype behind it. We got like real drums and we were just playing like, and just everyone jumping and screaming. It was like nothing compared to what it is in the States. People here, they just like throw one in their hand. Like, yeah, man, like that's awesome. And then like there's like the fist pump every once in a while. You get the one like drunk crowd that moshes, but it's like, dude, like over there, you are a celebrity to the highest degree. Like it's amazing.
That's crazy. What's the switch up like though?
The switch up?
In terms of going from overseas to touring the States, like you said, where music comes and goes so often.
Yeah. So, I mean, like even like, I think even the craziest thing is like we go to like even the UK, like we're huge in the UK as well. We're like big like Philippines, Australia, like stuff like that. And we go over there and it's like you're on the street, you go to the mall, people recognize you, and it's like people come and take photos. And we come here because we only played the States one time. We toured it one time with the Vamps, and literally like no one knows who you are here. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're just normal. Like you go to the mall, you're doing your own life. It's like you're just an everyday Joe. But then you go back over there after like a couple week break, and then you're just mobbed like at the airport, or you're mobbed at the mall. Like it's 2 lives.
So I think a lot of people are kind of curious about the whole situation with obviously you signed to the sub label and then you opened for the Vamps on their tour.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people might not know that typically that would be like a buy-in slot for another smaller band.
People would pay thousands of dollars to buy into that.
Exactly, but they wanted to kind of nurture this band.
Yeah, they wanted to nurture it like Five Sauce did with One Direction.
And what was the other band that they had?
New Hope Club that came on like after like a year or 2 of us touring, which have been blowing up.
Yeah,
like, they're doing great right now, like bigger than we ever got. Like they were playing like these huge shows. They did Teen Choice Awards, like all these insane shows. Like props to them.
Yeah,
but it works.
So was there ever like any strategy meetings? Like this is where we want you guys to be in 5 years, or was it just like you guys are our guys as far as it goes to touring and like we want you to do albums and stuff, but like we just wherever it goes, it goes. Yeah,
I mean, so much of it was like up to the managers, but we had so many meetings where you just sit down like this is the goal, this is how many covers have to be out this week, this is how much like. It was all social media based because that fan base is what would drive you and like that's what would make your success. So everything was based around social media. A lot was controlled by the management, which like there was parts we liked and parts we didn't like, but it worked. And what we did was really, really awesome. And like again, like the Vamps were just like best friends to us. Like to be able to like you would think it'd be so business and everything, but we were like going out partying with them, like hanging out with them. Like it was like we were best friends. So they did nothing business with us. Just we toured, we had fun with them, and managers handled everything else. So it was crazy.
And so what are those guys up to? Are they still touring?
Yeah, they're
like
still
UK
touring to this
stuff?
day. I think like they're about to do like their own like another. I think it's called like Four Corners or something like that. They're doing this massive arena tour right now. They're coming to the States again. They're just still doing really well. They had a couple big songs that like actually starting to get some like traction in the US right now.
I got you. And so when things started, I guess I don't know the situation, so I'm just going to generalize here. When things started to go south with the Tide, right?
Yeah.
And you guys, I guess, you can explain the situation if you want, but
yeah.
you're not together anymore.
Yeah, no.
So when that was decided, was there any conversation about them acquiring like you and Levi as their new openers for their show and stuff like that? Or is that conversation happening now? Or
so we debated it. I mean, like right when we knew like it was going to end. Like me and Levi definitely knew, and like there was just like tensions. People wanted to do different things, so of course we like reach out. We're like the conversation was brought up, like if we start this new act, like should we open for them? And then we were kind of like on more of the edge, like we did it. Like we have the fan base. They know that like we already did it. So it's like it's time to do something different. It's time to like expand on this and like now do both. Like we're still great friends with the Vamps. I talk to Connor like every single day. We still hang out. We like and
I saw you did the video with him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, he's amazing. I absolutely love that guy. So yeah, I mean the conversation was definitely brought up, like, should we do it? And we're just kind of more like, you know what, we did it already. Like, let's do something else. Let's find a new like act or new like we want to do like more the EDM US side. So that's why we're like, let's find more something that like niches to that.
Yeah. I mean, this is, I guess, personally, you don't have to answer this, but as far as like the split goes, right? Yeah. Openers aren't making, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
it's like if you guys were going to do it, you would be doing it for the exposure.
Yeah, we definitely.
And you already got the exposure.
I mean, we were definitely paid. Like, there's no doubt about it. And but it's just like everything was into this fund that just funded everything. So it's like we never really got anything. I mean, we were being like paid like, I mean, in a sense, like money, like a month. I mean, people were getting paid like like these huge $1,000.
Label accounting is exactly what a lot of bands call it. Yeah.
And then we're just getting paid like the bare minimum a month just to kind of get by with food. So it's like, that's it. But you get this mass exposure. So you just kind of like, all right, which one? Like we accept it because it's.
But it's like in the same token, it's like you guys make all this money and then like suddenly it's all spent on your recording your albums or doing your videos.
Or
and
touring
it's like,
or plane tickets. Yeah.
And it's like me and you know the cost of doing videos and doing recording and stuff like that. So it's like, what were they paying the guys actually doing?
I mean, the money that people spend on like music stuff is like ridiculous. I mean, thousands of dollars, 60s to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's just like, you never see it. And that's it. I mean, we walked away and like, we didn't like make a penny.
Yeah. Now you said that you and Levi kind of knew it was coming to an end.
Yeah, we definitely knew.
I mean, do you want to get into the whole scenario? We don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to talk about it a bit. It's cool. It's like,
get into it. It's your story.
Yeah. So, we started a YouTube channel like halfway through, like before, like right before, like a couple months before the Tide was really like, we knew it was going to end. Like we knew like something was happening, like people like, cause like there started to become conflicts between management and label. And we were just like, let's start a YouTube channel. This will be our backup just in case we can do our own little YouTube thing. Halfway through the YouTube stuff, started picking up. We were like, let's start making some music. So we start making some music, telling fans about it. Like, this is awesome. This is awesome. So we're like, dude, like, this is going to fail in like a month. So let's straight up make something and let's plan it. So right when it ends, we come out with something new so that there's no pause, there's no delay, we die off to these fans. And that was it. We were like, okay, let's come up with a name. Let's come up with a song. We had like the first couple, like the songs that we were releasing now, we had written like pretty much a rough draft of those songs, like right then. And now it's being a year or so later. So we like right away, right after it ended, we were right on top of it. We were posting videos every day. We started planning the tour. We started making songs. We were like so ready that like we were determined if this failed, we have the next step and we come out on top. So, and that's what happened. We went over there. We did a successful UK tour as me and Levi. Our band's name is ODL. Fans came, loved it. And what we did was an amazing strategy, which I would recommend to like any artists or people who do videos, is we were putting our songs in the videos and only a snippet, like the verse and chorus. And we would do that to like any like cinematic scenes, traveling somewhere. So we go to perform, just hoping we perform the songs. Everyone knew every single word to the song. Of these songs that were not Tide songs, they were our songs that we had written, and everybody knew the words to the songs. And it shocked us. I mean, on the first show, we both were just in tears because we were like, no way. They know this. And right there told me like, this can be something. Like, we can actually come out on top. We can actually like have success again. And that was the first like eye opener. Like, let's go. Like, let's work hard. Let's put in the work and just go. And then that's where we are now. We just released our first single on iTunes, Spotify, everything. I mean, we have huge YouTubers wanting to use the song for the videos. We've had it in viral content all over. So it's definitely a huge reward to just like go from like losing it all to like regaining it all.
Yeah. And so do you still talk to the other guys? Do you still talk to, I know all of us, me, you, and Nate all grew up in the same town. So I'm sure it's, you know.
Yeah, I talk to Nate sometimes. I talk to Austin occasionally. We're still good friends. It's just like we're all doing different things. And it's just like we're all living different lives.
Yeah, before this, I checked out the Tide Facebook page and I saw like the past like 10 posts were just selfies of Austin.
I know. He had like his...
I was like, I'm probably able to guess who's running the Facebook page.
We were just like, because we got on him about that. We were like, because he had like his Instagram set up to Facebook, and it was the Tide's Facebook, and he was posting like all these selfies, and we were like, what the heck's going on? Like, why are people complaining about there's like too many selfies on the Facebook page? And then we saw it, and we were like, yo, bro, like you gotta take that down. You can't just like reposting every single photo on like the Tide's page.
So let's get into what you were saying about the viral content stuff, because that's more like the realm that you're in now.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
I mean, obviously killing it. You had the one video. What did it do? 2 million views?
Dude, like 2 million views. It went like mad viral. I mean, it was reposted by like I would just remember getting the notifications like 25 pages reposted this or 50 pages reposted it. I mean, it was viral on Facebook. It was viral. It went on iFunny. It was huge on Instagram. I was just like blown away, like how one viral video can just like, that is like so much exposure. And I don't think people realize that like the expansion of just one video.
Totally. How have you been able to leverage the viral stuff into your day-to-day life now? I know we kind of talked about like, just like brands and all of this stuff.
100%. So I just love making videos at the end of the day. I love being able to make people laugh or be like, whoa, that was sick or that's cool. So I just pretty much will do my everyday thing. And then if I'm like, I'm always wearing clothes in these videos, I'm just like, why don't I reach out to these brands and just be wearing their clothing in the video? Or like, I'm always using other people's songs in these videos. Why am I not using my songs? So I'm thinking I'm going to mix all these things in. So now I'm using like all these brands' apparels, and I'm getting paid just to like put them in the video. I'm finding tactics and techniques to make these videos go viral. And now it's like these brands are like reaching out all the time because like, wow, he has so much exposure. So now I'm not only exposing our band's music by using our song, I'm using another person's brand to appeal to their apparel to get paid to do the posts I love doing. And on top of that, it's just content that I love to shoot. Like you wake up, you do whatever you want, you film for 20 minutes and make a couple grand just to literally post something like that you would post anyway.
Yeah. And, you know, we don't have to get too much into the strategy and stuff like that. Yeah. But what I would just say what I told you is you definitely know what you're talking about in terms of content strategy.
Yeah.
And, you know, how to formulate things that go viral. Where did you learn that from? Tell me a little bit about like how those conversations started to come about.
So like there was a couple of big pages on Instagram, and they were just getting millions of views, and like I was just started messaging people, and I was like, how are you getting so many views? And they're like, you gotta make, like, they were like, you gotta repost already viral content, or you gotta like make viral content. That was everyone always saying, make viral content, make it appealing. And I'm just like, well, what viral content? Like, what makes it viral? And then everyone started talking about like, so there's, with Instagram's algorithm, it is like, you have to have so many comments, so many likes, and so much exposure in the first like 5 to 10 minutes of your post for them to even push it up further or onto the explore page, which is that little search icon that everyone sees. And I was like, what will make my video do that? What stands out? And so I just researched and I took courses, and I was just like, okay, this works. Like thumbnail's important. Or like, you got to make sure that these big accounts are liking your stuff. So you start DM groups, you start like really getting into like finding people that love the same content in the same niche. So now you're getting like good likes behind it. You're getting amazing comments. So we had the fans comments that already comment on my stuff. Yeah. You get these bigger accounts. So Instagram sees like, wow, like people are loving this stuff. And, I was like, now I got all these tactics, but why is it still not going viral? Like, what is behind it? Why I have all these tactics, but nothing's going viral? And one of the biggest things is they were like, make sure it's viral content, make sure it's relatable, make sure it's like something that stands out. And what's crazy, and the biggest technique that I would tell anyone is like these massively produced videos, like super high quality, like 30-second videos, they don't work. For some reason, these like super high quality videos don't work.
Do you think it's not organic.
No, it's like, I don't know what it is. It's like people think it's too like oversaturated or it's too produced. I think then someone takes an iPhone video and it gets 7 million views.
Yeah.
So it's like people have to relate and think I can do it, or like, oh, I could, like anyone could film that, or like, so that's what like really took off. I was like, I need to stop overproducing these videos. I just need the bare minimum. And then next, I like post this video of me doing this chair thing and it just blows up, millions of views. And I'm just like, okay, this is like the formula. And I take what was from that. And then all the videos since have been getting hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah. And I mean, so you did, following up to that, I think you did the backflip off the roof into the ball pit thing on the trampoline.
Yeah. That wasn't, How
did that one do? Pretty good?
That was like 700,000 views.
What did, and then you did jumping off your living room couch into a floor full of packing peanuts.
Packing peanuts. That one did like 500,000.
And you're just sourcing this stuff in bulk from like Amazon or something, or shipping stores or whatever?
What actually happened was there's like, I went to VidCon. Yeah. That's again where we hung out. That's where we like, which I think is crazy. Like the last person I expect to run into at like one of these VidCon parties is fucking Chase.
Of course.
And
it's just how it works. It's like,
right?
That's what I realized is like, when I first started getting in this industry, everyone was like, it's a small industry.
It is.
And it genuinely is.
Everybody knows everybody.
There's probably a couple of thousand people in the entire industry that I would say control everything.
Absolutely.
But there's a million that are quote unquote in the industry, right? There's a million, there's a million SoundCloud musicians, but they'll call themselves a musician. Mm-hmm. But then there's like only like 1,000 Drew Dirksens, like actual people with recording contracts who have traveled and know all the producers and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
So it's like, while there are a million musicians, there's only 1,000 people that have kind of done what you have done and know the people that you know, which makes it a small industry because
it really is.
You're literally one person away from everyone else.
That's the thing. Like one person knows the other guy who can sort out this insane like thing that like blows you up. It's
exactly.
Like, that's how small it is. But getting back to like, so I owe a lot to, we went to VidCon again, like that's where I met you, and I was always like watching these videos of these guys called the Funk Bros. They were doing these insane videos. They were like in the X Games, Nitro Circus, Scooterers, but they did these insane videos where they were like filling up their house with packing peanuts, jumping off the roof into their trampoline, like, and I was just like, and I ran into one of them. His name's Corey, and I was like, yo, I have to like meet this guy. Like, I love his stuff. And then we just became like best friends. Like we like, we're in the middle of VidCon, one of the parties, someone was performing in the middle. There's a bunch of like these huge influencers around us. And we were just like, I was like, hey, I dare you do a backflip right now. So we like move about like a part of the crowd and he just does a backflip and then I do it. And then we like high five. And it was like that total like bond moment. I was like, yo, like we got to hang out tonight. Like there's a bunch of parties going on. Let's hang out. So then I see him at the Studio 71. Is that what it is? Studio 71 party. And I was just like, yo, like Corey. And then we do a flip there as well. And we're like, dude, this is like amazing. We hang out all night and we go to Denny's at like 4 a.m.
I saw you on Zane's Snapchat story that night too, which was the funniest thing ever.
You saw me on Zane's Snap from
VidCon that night.
That's Zane from
the Vlog Squad.
Vlog Squad, yeah. Dude, like, and that was another thing. Like, I've watched David's vlogs forever, and like to be able to like go and like meet David and just to be like, the one thing I regret of the entire VidCon, I was like next to Casey Neistat. And dude, I know. And I'm like right next to David, and I didn't say anything. I didn't introduce myself, and I was just so stunned. And I was just like, what? Like, people are stunned. Like, it makes no sense. People are stunned to see me in certain parts of the country, but in like here, I'm stunned to meet certain people. Like, I'm straight up like a fangirl. And I don't want to come up and be like, yo, I like watched every video I've ever made. I just want to be like a normal person. And I mean, like, I got to meet like all these like huge influencers. And then the best connection of the night was like being able to like, I became best friends with Corey and like these Funk Bros, and he invites me to his house. I go there for a week, and that's when I film like the jumping off the trampoline into the ball. I mean, their house is like a fancy factory.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And Corey, I mean, the guys are the nicest people I've ever met in my life. They're super welcoming. They have like they do the most fun stuff every single day. And they work with the biggest people. They work with Jake Paul. They work with Logan Paul. They work with David Dobrik. And it was like, to be able to like be a part of that and like even be like, I mean, we were like in the room one time and he was just like on the phone with Jake. And like they're just talking about video ideas. And I'm like, this is the realm I'm in right now. Like, these are the biggest people on the internet. Mm-hmm. And just to be like associated with it was like mind blowing, because I went from like starting out YouTube, like watching other people, to like 2-3 months later meeting the biggest people. and like being associated with some of the biggest people, like in the same room, talking to them, getting their connections, getting numbers. And I'm just like, it's crazy how fast it quit, like how fast it like happens.
No, I know. And I think that that's another thing that we had talked about, right? It's like a lot of these people think that it's a lot harder than it actually is. But if you're talented and this is your plan A, you have no plan B.
Yeah.
It will happen for you.
100%. And hard work always beats out talent as much as it sucks. Like you have the most talented singers in the world.
We have that painted on our wall. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. I didn't even see that. That's exactly.
Talent beats hard work when.
Dude. Yeah. 100%. You have the best.
Or hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Yeah.
So like you have like the best like singers in the world and like they just don't do anything. Like they're just amazing singers. And then you have like people that like me, like aren't that good, but like works their ass off. Yeah. And like you just go so much further because you're working smarter and you're working harder than the rest of them. And like we were talking about earlier, like you can literally manifest your own like stuff into reality, and people don't understand like how easy it is. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, if you have that determination, like this is it, I'm 100% going to do this. Like this is plan A. Like you said, there's no plan B. This is it. Like I first started my band and I was obsessed with All Time Low. I was like, we have to just
an All Time Low cover band.
Yeah, we have to be an All Time Low cover band. Like we have to meet All Time Low. I'm gonna be a musician. That's it. Like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tour the biggest ones in the world. I'm gonna meet All Time Low. Mm-hmm. And the craziest thing is, I started the band. I was in high school. I was about like 8th grade, and to senior year, be brought into this world of like, I'm now going to be touring the world. And like, I was left with the hardest decision in my life, because it was like, it sounds small, but it's huge. I had to leave my best friends. I was like best friends with Josh at the time. And I had to leave them behind to start this new act, this new band.
It's
and
hard.
Literally be like, I got to leave. And I was the lead singer. So it was like, that's it. The band was over if I left. And they were just like, don't leave. Like, I'll hate you if you leave, blah, blah. And it was like,
they said, I hate those.
Yeah, dude. I was like, it was driving me insane.
Oh, being 17 again.
Oh, dude, it was so miserable.
I'm sure it was so dramatic and angsty. And now looking back on it.
Oh, dude.
I'm sure looking back on it, it sucks for them still, but I'm sure that they're very happy. I haven't talked to them.
And I'm like best friends with them again. You know who actually, like, I was so stuck. I was like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stay. And I'm going to be like, All the Above's going to be huge. We're going to be All Time Low's cover. And, the whole 9 yards. You know who actually, like, woke me up was like, you're making the wrong decision.
Tell me.
Miss Larbus.
Oh, okay.
The art teacher. She was like always like watching our videos. She was always like supportive, and she was just like, you're making the wrong decision. You need to go out there. You need to do this. And the next day, boom, I emailed the manager. I'm like, I'm coming out. I'm 100% into this. And that's awesome. It. And then 4 weeks later, we're touring.
Did your parents have to emancipate you? Or no? Was it not that complicated?
No, they were just like, go.
My senior year, I did that Taco Bell commercial before the first week of school.
I remember that. Well, I was in like, I think I was in like, or you like were in part of like one of the videos.
Yeah. You were in the like, so when Taco Bell reached out to me, they were like, make a dope hype video for like what we're gonna do. And I was like, dude, I'm so excited. Like, like
it's Taco Bell too. It's like, it's huge.
They were on the front wave of influencer stuff, right? Like, I wasn't huge on YouTube. Like, I had a decent following, and like I did the You Now stuff every night, and had like the thing I didn't realize is how huge the You Now thing was when I was doing it. Like, I was getting like 2,000 people a night to watch my streams, and I was like, dude, this is like a quarter of the people that live in the entire town I'm in. Like, dedicating an hour of their night to watching this, right? And it's like
crazy.
Like, I just didn't realize it at the time.
Yeah.
Because I saw people doing bigger and better things. And I was like, shoot, dude, like, this is nothing compared. But now, like, looking back on it, it's like, holy cow, like, that was crazy. I was 16 in my room just talking about nothing, and people thought it was amusing.
Oh, dude.
Anyways, I graduated high school a semester early. Mm-hmm. And, I was 17 and just pursuing it. But I always had the plan B, which is why I feel like it took so long for it to take off.
Absolutely.
Because it took me having a kid at 18 and dropping out of school to realize, like, this is like what I need to like just focus on now, right?
Yeah.
And to the same effect, that's what I said, like, dude, it's all about manifesting your dreams.
Absolutely. Like,
I feel like
easily just like stop.
Oh,
like,
dude,
I could. Kid and white, like you're just like you could easily just be like, stop. That's the rest of my life. It's
that's
like,
what that's what my wife and I talk about all the time. Is I could have easily just tried to work my way up at Best Buy, which is where I was working at the time. Yeah. I was working 60 hours a week.
Insane, dude.
I was making $11 an hour probably. I don't even remember. Yeah. But it's like dude, I like hated my life. That's the thing. That was probably like the second most depressed time of my life. Right?
Yeah.
If we're ranking top 5 depressed times by Chase Crawford, comes in at second. I love joking about terrible things too. That's like just life, I guess. But it's like you just gotta like hone down. Like when I told people I wanted to produce movies, they're like, "Oh, dude, you don't know what you're getting into. Like you're gonna work as a PA for 5 years before you even get a break." And then my friend called me, right?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I raised this money. You want to produce this for me? If I wouldn't have spoke that into existence, that I wanted to produce a film, he would have looked for someone else. And then by the time he had already hired someone to produce it, and I was like, dude, oh man, I wanted to produce a movie. He would have been like, why didn't you say anything?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then like now, like, dude, the average age of a film producer, first time film producer is 36.
Insane.
I'm pretty like I asked you if you want to be in this film.
I know, yeah.
So we raised $150,000 to do this next film.
Wow.
So by the time I turned 23, I'll produce 2 films. Like, that's what I'm saying. Dude, like, if I would have said it out loud, though, it would have never been manifested and turned into a dream. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid to say their goals out loud. Like, I don't want to get all spiritual and deep, dude. But like, if you're made for it and you say it out loud, so there's like a really big thing that's like on my heart, like about like, I want to raise $36 million to start a charity one day.
Yeah.
And
what is the charity?
So the charity, this is gonna like sound really crazy.
Yeah.
I want to start an orphanage in Africa, and I want to provide them K through 12 schooling and top of the line, like soccer training, because I'm passionate about helping others and I'm passionate about soccer. We'll then coordinate with colleges in America to take their world-class soccer training, their world-class soccer talent, to pay for their college and change their entire life. And if the college thing doesn't work out with soccer, they have a K through 12 education.
Absolutely.
That they can, that's 10 times better education than they would have got anywhere else in the state that they were in, right?
100%. Dude,
so it's like you take that, and like, dude, I've taken it seriously, dude. I've priced it out. Like I've seen, and $36 million is the number that I came to. And it's like, I know I can't do that now. I know I probably can't do that in 20 years, right? But it's like, after I've achieved what I know that is set out before me to achieve, I feel like the opportunity will come along because I spoke it into existence. When someone, this industry, dude, there's billions 100%. Of dollars thrown around every day.
Yeah, like it's toy money.
Exactly. So it's like you just gotta it just has to be spoken in existence to the right person.
Exactly.
Right?
And that one person will be like, dude, I 100% agree with you. Boom, there's your 36 minutes. Like
you change so many lives doing that though. It's like you take these kids from this foreign state.
Kids.
Exactly. It's a generational change, honestly. They'll look back at it and be like, damn, if he wouldn't have cared enough to dedicate a ton of time of his life to make this thing possible.
Yeah, it would have never happened.
Exactly. So like that's I feel like that's like my ultimate mission. It has nothing to do with film. I think a lot of people find that crazy. A lot of people are like, what's your ultimate like goal? And like I tell them that and they're like, dude, what? Like they're like
probably expecting you to like work with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, exactly. That's everyone's always like, oh, I thought you'd want to like win like an Oscar, and I was like, dude, that's super small time compared to changing thousands of lives,
dude.
Like,
and it's like the fact you have the determination and like you're speaking it into existence, kind of even by telling it now. Like, it'll happen, and like it'll happen in the craziest way where you won't even like realize it's about to happen, and then like just overnight, that's how it feels, because it's like all this time I'll work up to it. You'll meet that one guy or like this one company, and they'll be like, boom, like, here, do it. Like, we were really back in this. And then it's just like, let's go. Like, this is really happening. And then once you do it, dude, like, again, I love the fact that you're just like, you're there to change these kids' life. You're not there to like take like this high road, like, yeah, like I did that. Like, I changed. I'll be like appraise me. Like, it's more like these kids are really going to like have something.
Yeah.
They're really going to be able to like move further in life instead of like just, like, it's amazing.
Exactly. And dude, I don't know. It's crazy, but that's just like one of the things that's been on my heart. It came to my heart actually when I was in high school, dude. Yeah. I realized that a lot of orphanages aren't really providing like I went to a trade school. I went to Butler Tech, right?
Yeah.
Like they provide you a skill to take into the real world to employ you, right? Now, granted, soccer isn't necessarily a skill for everyone to take into the real world, but it's definitely something that can open doors and provide you
Absolutely.
U.S. citizenship.
Yeah.
Which is probably, I would say, the most valuable thing in the world that doesn't cost it, that you can't put a price on.
Absolutely.
Everyone in every other country wants to live here, dude. It's so awesome. You know, it gives you a 4-year education, which you can't put a price tag on that.
Yeah.
And then you can take that 4-year education and go into the marketplace and get a job.
Dude, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's literally, dude, it's mind blowing how crazy it is. Like,
so I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Like I said, dude, it's not even 10 years from now. It's not even 20 years from now. It's like so far down the road that.
I even feel like, I think it'll happen a lot sooner than you expect. Like,
maybe.
I think you just keep grinding the way you're grinding right now, dude. Yeah. And like, you're like, the thing is, you keep bettering yourself every day. You keep working harder.
Of course.
It'll come a lot sooner than you probably expect. And it will come like out of nowhere. Like, you won't even be expecting it sometimes. Like, or you'll know when you get that one connection that's about to lead you to the next connection. Like, it's crazy. And like we were talking before, like how much money is thrown around.
Yeah, exactly.
And so one thing people, like a lot of people are like, no, you can't make money on social media. You can't. And I just laugh. Like exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, some people go and like get a 9-to-5 and work like till they're 65 years old to make, I mean, like what, like a total maybe like $1-2 million over their entire lifespan. And like, that's it. Like they're making crap pay to do something they hate. When in reality, you get into the social world, you do it right, you work hard, you can literally make an entire person's like lifetime salary in like a couple years. You can retire at like 30. I mean, it's mind blowing. Like there's like people like you look at like the Kardashians, you look at like the Kendall Jenner, you like Kylie, billionaires. You look at like even people like actors like Cara Delevingne. These people who are charging just to post on Instagram hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some people like that's a person's year's salary for her to post a picture of her wearing with a purse.
Exactly.
And it's like you get up to that level. I mean, you get like to the millions of followers and stuff like that. You can start charging like $15,000-$20,000 a post, and it's like people don't comprehend that and like how much it's like taking over like this whole social world. And you can literally make like a lifetime's living of like normal people in just 5 years if you really do it right. Like millions of dollars, and you can just lay back, retire, and then like. No one comprehends it. No one wants to do it because like it's not safe. Like I gotta go and like work at
Best Buy.
Like Best Buy.
Through Best Buy.
Gotta go work.
Best Buy is my punching bag.
It's dude, it's crazy. And people work at Best Buy until they're 6 years old. Like, and it's
dude, that's what I saw when I looked around there, dude. And I was working 60 hours a week, and all love to everyone at Best Buy, but I just saw people who had been working there for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
you're just like how
exactly?
Like, how are you doing this?
Exactly, and you know, nothing but love, but like. I feel like everyone in life has a dream, right? Yeah. And you either
do it or you don't.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of people had given up on.
Yeah. They just think they're not ready to take the risk. They're not ready to like I could lose like they're like I got to pay for this and pay for that. Like there's too many factors. It's like this is what like I told my parents like because they were really on the edge. It kind of like the band came down. They were like, well, like how are you making money? Because there's not a lot of money in the music world.
Hustle time.
And it's just like damn, it's hustle. Like, and I was just like I'm gonna be business. I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. Like you gotta go to school like 4 years, blah stuff. Like no, everything's on the internet. Like and you like by learning through people. And I mean like. I was like literally broke, like coming out the tide, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna grind hard, and then like boom, I was like making like thousands of dollars in like the first couple months, and then I was like, I can just keep grinding on this, and like kind of like again, like I made money and everything, blah blah. I can sustain myself now because like you put that hard work and determination into it, and you say, I'm gonna do it. And it's hard. I mean, it's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And it's like, you have to make it your number one. So instead of going to school, you spend 4 years learning one craft, do the same thing, but for something that's your dream. And you can make that happen. I was like, I'm going to be in a band. I'm going to tour the world. I'm going to meet the biggest people in the world. I'm going to just
see you manifested.
I manifested.
You said it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just like, and I'm best friends with All Time Low now. And I mean, like to think back then, like I looked up to them like they're my idols. And now like I can text like Jack and text Alex and be like, hey, bro, like what are you doing tonight? He's like, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Like it's mind blowing. So I was like, I'm going to be in a band. I'm going to be the biggest thing. I did it. I was like, I'm going to like, my next one was like, I'm going to like get brands. I'm going to promote myself. I want to make money online. I don't want to have to go get a job. I did it. I was like, I manifested it and it happened. And then I was like I have to get like these certain brands. Like I like, people are always like, what's your favorite thing? Like I have like the biggest shoe collection in the world. Like I love shoes, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I have to work with Vans. And I was just like, I have to do it. And like, there was no connection. They like, we don't like work with blah, blah, blah. No, you can't do it. And I was just like, bam. And I made it happen. Like, so it's like, you just have, like you said, you just got to manifest it. You have to say that you're going to do it. You have to put the work behind it. But if you do it like it's your number one thing, like as if you, like, again, like you went to school, you go to school for those 4 years for that one specific thing.
Yeah.
You do the same thing, but for what you're going to do, and it'll happen. And it'll happen so much quicker than anyone thinks, because like the world of social media moves like this. It moves so quick.
Exactly.
And it's like one day you could be like, oh, like I'm going to make like, I'm going to just post this video, blah, blah, blah. Like, maybe, like, someone will see it. Boom. And, like, out of nowhere, just because of how social media works, one could blow up and go viral. And then now you're, like, thrown in front of this huge audience and in front of these huge people, these brands and everything overnight. And people are like, you know, people like Alex from Target, which is like a dude at Target.
Yeah.
And, like, which is, like, they took a picture of my video or something like that. And then, you know, overnight, like, success.
On Ellen's show.
On the Ellen show. I mean, like,
it's the same thing with Damn Daniel.
Yeah.
What happened with him,
though? Vans, like, it's too much. And that's one of the biggest things. You have to be able to handle success. And you have to be able to ground yourself, find those things. And that's why I feel like you don't like go out to Hollywood, you find like all the hottest girls or anything, because they're just going to leave you and go like, for like the money. Like, that's why I love having like a hometown girlfriend. It's like they were there before the success.
Of course.
Even with you, like your wife is there before the success. Like,
of course. She's the reason for my success.
Yeah.
That's what she tells me.
It's their job to tell you that, so you stay humble. And then, like, but pretty much like, they keep you grounded, and it's like coming home. It's like you do all this stuff, you work with these insane numbers, these insane budgets, these insane brands, but then you come down to like real life at the end of the day, and that's what it is. And it's like, that's
the funniest thing is like I'll go to LA and like last time, not last time, but a couple times ago, I grabbed dinner with Nick Jonas,
dude,
and I texted her about it, and I was like, yo, I just grabbed dinner with Nick Jonas. She's like, what? And then I come back and she just still treats me like I'm Chase. Because that's like,
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't understand it.
It's not like it. I feel like a lot of girls that I had dated when the YouTube stuff was popping off were like very superficial on like, oh, will you post that picture of me and make sure you tag me in it?
100%.
Then they go
like us, like now it's like our girlfriends, others like they don't your wife. Like, I don't care.
My wife deleted Instagram off her phone so long. She deleted it. She doesn't get on anything except Facebook, and all she does is watch those shitty those viral videos. Yeah, 100%. It's like, I don't care though. Like it actually makes me feel better that she doesn't care.
Dude, it's like the best. It's like you hate it but you love it, because it's like, I mean, like what was it? We did I was in Red One Studio. He's the one who did like all Lady Gaga stuff, blah, blah, blah. So he was like, that's how he's known. He did like you know that song is like Red. Everyone thinks she says
Red One.
He's saying Red One. So I thought it was always Red One.
Gaga. That one.
So we're doing a session. We're there like all day. We just like ordered Chipotle. You gotta love Chipotle. Yeah. And
shout out Chipotle. There. Not sponsored.
And this lady walks in with these two bodyguards, and she just walks up. She's like, hey, hello. I'm like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And she walks out and she goes into the room, and then like all these producers run in, and they come back out, and she comes back out. She's like, hey, like, how you doing? Blah, blah. She's like, has sunglasses on, a big hat. I have no idea on earth she is. And we're talking, and like she gives a hug. She walks out, and I was like, who was that? And he's like, oh, that was Lady Gaga.
Of course.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And so I like call my girlfriend. I'm like, you never believe how I just like saw. I was like, hung out with Lady Gaga. She's like, I was hanging out with Lady Gaga. She's like, oh, it's cool. Like, what are you doing there? You want to like, get something to eat like when you get back or something? Blah? I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, they don't understand like the hype and stuff behind. Like, we're like insane shock, and they're just like, oh, that's cool. Like, so I was thinking about getting like yarn, and I'm just like, what? Like, come on. Yeah. Like,
what color should I paint my nails?
I know. And you're just like, do you not comprehend what's going on here?
Yeah, and it's not that they don't care. It's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe we have to have a podcast with the girlfriends.
I know. Just see what they're thinking.
I always call my wife my girlfriend. Yeah. I don't know if she likes it or hates it.
She's probably like,
yeah.
Who is like your wife's like celebrity crush? Like mine's Thor. Like she's like obsessed with like Thor.
I don't know. Like I genuinely don't I don't think she has one. I don't like say that in a rude way, but it's like,
so lucky. I'm just kidding.
I know. Well, no, it's like, I don't know. I just think that she finds the imperfections in everyone. I'm the only perfect person, obviously. I don't know. I mean, she watches a lot of The Bachelor. I don't know.
Yeah. So this is what I always thought.
Probably Chris, what's his name? The host of the show. I don't know.
So I thought about doing this because I'm like, I always meet these people. I'm like, this is crazy. Like I met them. There's like, they don't have like, they just don't care. They don't freak out about it. So I'm like, she always like talks about like, she loves like the Thor movies, or she loves like Dylan O'Brien, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, what if I put them in front of her? Like, what if I got them to actually run into her? What would they really do? And I'm thinking like, oh, this is like stupid. I could never get that. And then I start like talking to like one of my friends and everything. And he's like, oh yeah, like I just did bodyguard work for Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth. Just come out next time, meet him and everything. And I'm just like, what if I put my, like, I just want to see, like, what they do. Like, what would make them freak out? Because they don't understand, like, the Hollywood
I'd say my
world
wife's
and, like,
celebrity crush is Amy Poehler.
oh my God. So again, like, imagine putting her in front of her. Like, what would they do? Would they talk the same? Would they be different? Because, like,
no, my wife would freak out, to be honest.
yeah.
She, so when we went to the Derby had us out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago now. And we ran into, what's his name? The guy from 30 Rock, the black guy. Oh, I can't even remember his name right now.
No, I don't remember it either.
He was in the car accident. What's his name?
He's like, I got no clue, bro.
Now I gotta look it up.
You gotta look it up.
She got a picture with him, and I was actually surprised because she doesn't ask for pictures.
Yeah,
with many people, I don't ask. I ran into Larry David. Like Tom Brady was there. Like,
oh my God,
that would have been like instant clout, right? But
instant clout, yeah.
I don't. That's the thing. I just don't care anymore. Like, I realize that they're all people, and like
exactly. And you don't want to be that guy who's just like, can we get a photo?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'd much rather than be like you just have like a real conversation.
Yeah,
like,
can we do some business?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Tracy Morgan.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So we ran into Tracy Morgan, and she was like, "Can I get a selfie with you?" And that was like, dang. I was surprised. I wasn't mad. I didn't care, but like I would have been like, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Let's see, who else did we see? Oh, there were these two guys that were on The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
We were in Chicago. We were walking downtown, and we passed these two guys at a crosswalk, literally on Michigan Avenue.
Oh my gosh.
And she turns around and starts running.
Like full sprint.
Like, yes. I'm like, what are you doing? And it was two Wells and some other guy from The Bachelor. Gosh. And she took a picture with them, and she was very excited about it. She likes that show, so like all those people on there she wants to meet. I was like, she like ran up to them and then like did the head thing. Have people ever done the head thing?
Yeah.
Where you pass them and they go like this.
100%.
Like they peek around your shoulder to make sure it's like you before they interrupt you.
Yeah,
she did that
like
to
the full neck breakers too.
Yeah,
like
full on. She did that full on. She's like, "Oh my God, can I get a picture with you?" And then like she had to wait for me to chase down the street so I could take the picture. It was.
That's hilarious, bro.
I don't know. Has Noelle ever done anything like that?
I've literally never seen her get like a picture with anybody except she really likes the band The Maine.
Okay.
So she like it was so funny. She waited in line to go get like a meet. Like she I got tickets for a Warped Tour.
Was it a Warped Tour? Yeah.
And she went in line to get like tickets for to get a picture with The Maine. And there's just like this massive line of people. I see her in the middle, so I'm like taking photos of her like you're such a fan right now. Like, and she finally got a picture, but what she didn't realize is I was like, you don't realize like we have backstage passes. Like, let's just go meet them. Like, you don't have to stand in this line. But she was like, no, it's the experience. Like, I gotta stand in the line, and everything. I was like, all right, but
that's dope that she met him though.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Do you ever take her anywhere with you?
I do. So
I'd say that like she's a dog.
Yeah,
she's a human.
So like I do now. I couldn't ever like so the Tide, they were very like strict on like no girlfriend, like no one can know you have a girlfriend, no one can know like who you're dating, you can't bring girls anywhere, people can't see you with girls. And
of course,
what's up? Like, what's with that? So like I did 3 years of touring, and she must have came like out twice.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's like people were like, oh, like you should.
But the fans knew you guys were dating.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's what we like try to tell the managers, like, you don't understand, like they know, and they're just like, no, like they don't, and you're just like,
no, they
ask about her, like
yeah.
So. Yeah, that's what's cool now is I get to finally take her. Like, we're going like out to LA now. We're going like on vacation. And what's cool is I can incorporate brands and stuff with it.
Of course.
It's like I get paid to go, and it's like we get free stay, and it's like better than I ever could imagined. And I'm glad I get to do it with her and do it with her.
I haven't taken Alex to LA yet.
You haven't taken her to LA?
No. I don't.
Noelle's a city person. That's why I was like,
Alex. Not.
She's so homegirl. Like I prefer like.
Yeah, she's my homegirl, right? But, yeah, I don't know.
You just gotta take her out.
The Derby overwhelmed her, dude.
Really?
The Derby was pretty crazy.
You should take her to New York. You should go in the middle of New York. See what she does.
We went to Chicago, and I think that overwhelmed her.
Dang.
Yeah, and Chicago's like half, not even half of New York. Yeah, it's like a fourth maybe. That's another thing, dude. You go to New York much?
I've been twice.
The first time I went to New York, I literally like it was for like I did this photo shoot thing and was on the Times Square billboard at H&M.
Yo,
like I was literally 17. I had like such an ego then, dude. I regret it so bad. How like it's like I was in Taco Bell commercial and I was on Times Square.
Everyone has to go through it.
What did you do? Oh, nothing. Bye. Like I would do that type of shit. Yeah, dude, I hated myself for that. But anyways, so you and Noel should go to the Derby sometime.
Dude, I'm so
I
down.
can put you in touch with the right people.
You're talking like Derby, like is it like
the Kentucky Derby, like where you walk like the NBC red carpet, dude? It's like
for a minute I thought you like talking about like Demolition Derby. And I was just like, yeah, dude, I'll take her.
No, it's like a 6 by carpet, like red carpet.
Like, are you serious?
It's like like 6 like stop and.
Dang, yeah, 100%.
Or whatever, and
be that guy who like tries to flip in the middle of like the red carpet.
Yeah, like, there were like 80 or 100 photographers there.
Really? Have you like the first time you were in front of like a red carpet, like you get all the like paparazzi.
That was crazy.
It's overwhelming a bit because it's like you have 10,000 people, like you have like not 10,000 people, but you have so many people being like here, like look here, blah blah blah, and you have like so. It's
the only one I care about is Getty though. Like
you're
for
just
real.
Like, where's he at? Like,
no, like for real at the Kentucky Derby, like you can see like
Getty images.
Yeah. Oh, they'll hold back until everyone else takes theirs, and he's like Getty, and then everyone's like, and then you're like, oh yeah,
I got to prop up real quick. Yeah, exactly. 100%. There was like what's the other? There's like another really big one, isn't there? There's Getty the
Photo
biggest.
Wire.
Yeah.
That was a big
but
one.
Getty, dude, that's the one everyone's just like, I'm ready to go, and then the Getty comes up, and you're like, okay, I guess we can stay.
Yeah, I've been on carpets where there's one photographer and it's a Getty guy. Like no one else came, and it was just a Getty person. Like when I was at Sundance, we went to a Weinstein party.
Yeah. And
they had a Getty guy there. And I was like, yo, this is dope.
That's the one you got to repost on the gram too. It's like once you see like you're on Getty, you're like, I started talking like the Nelk boys for a second. Like, you just got Sin today. Like,
yeah.
But like, dude, you see those? Like, we had a couple of those from Getty, and immediately like was like, yes, like, because that's when you know, kind of like
exactly, because that's what all of the news wires use for their photos. So it's like I know a lot of people might be lost in this conversation.
Yeah, they're probably like Getty, like
Getty Images is the photo wire for like New York Times, all of the big outlets. So when they do like best dressed of the Kentucky Derby. Right, and you want to be on that list, obviously.
100%. Look at any red carpet photo that like a celebrity repost. I bet you it says Getty like in the corner.
Yeah, so like if you don't want to be a schmuck, you gotta get on your Getty game, bro. And I've seen like a lot of like brands and stuff when they'll do events. Yeah, they'll like use that as like leverage to get people there.
Oh yeah,
have you seen that? They'll be like, oh yeah, we have a Getty photographer coming,
and they're just like, oh,
like I really don't need anything. Like but whatever, I'm sure
it's crazy how much like they'll use leverage with that.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Dang, man. You ever skydived?
No, have you?
I want to do it so bad. Like, because I was like, look, there's like the images on the computer back there, and I saw like the mountains.
You gonna do it for the gram?
I gotta do it for the gram, you know?
I'm sure.
For the boys,
Yeah.
Those nut boys. Dude.
Papa Rona in the flight.
Rona season? Like, Rona season?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny.
Shotgun a Rona right before you jump out and skydive. I guarantee you that would go viral because they would repost
100%. I love every conversation. Like once you get like one viral video too, you get the viral bug. So you're just like, this could be viral, right?
Yeah, like, exactly. I feel like that has the components.
Yeah.
And like you just tag the Middletown skydive place. They'll comp your dive or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to do the ones in Dubai. They're insane.
Yeah.
They're like you got to go like over the whole thing and like Jay Alvarez.
Yeah.
He did one with like he was on top of floaties and he jumped out and I was just like yo like we got to do that or like do Nerf guns or like laser tag in the middle of like a jump like no one does that and I just got to do it though. I just saw that picture. I was like I got to skydive.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Would I?
Yeah. If I booked it, would you do it?
I genuinely have to consult with the mother of my child first.
You just gotta be like, listen, there's only been a lot of people that have died doing this, and I think we'll be fine.
I would genuinely have to talk to her about it first.
But I love like thrill. I love being like pushed because this is like
I like it too. Here's the thing. Yeah. She looked at me one day and she said, "I know I've told you not to get a motorcycle, but like I know one day you're just gonna come home.
Yeah, you should come home with it,
and like just know that I'm gonna be mad.
Just don't compromise and get a trike.
No, I want to get a Ducati. That's like
oh, dude.
When I do it, I want to do it.
That is it. You gotta go all out to do. But like, dude, like I love like just like that because like Will Smith always said, like, I saw his video and he was like, the best things are on the other side of fear. And that's so true. Like, you know, it's like you don't want to do it and you're so like nervous, blah, blah, blah. But once you do it, or like that relief, once you do it and it like is successful, you're just like, whoa, like that was the most amazing feeling. I was with the Funk Bros. We did a slip and slide. We put it on top of the roof. There was a 15-foot drop onto like just a bunch of mattresses that made another slip and slide. Mm-hmm. And I go to do it first and I almost slide off. Like I slide off because it's like dirt on either side. Like you just hit dirt and rock. It's like right in the middle. You have to be right down the middle. So I almost fall off and I'm just like, yo, like I'm not gonna do this. Like this is ridiculous. And like they're like, okay, you don't have to do it, blah, blah, blah. And then they start doing it and they're like doing it fine. And I'm like not a pussy. Let me do this. So I just gotta like fly. And I sit there for like 15 minutes, like just shaking. I'm just like, why is this making me so nervous? And you're looking at me, like you're down this roof. You go to the flat part of the roof. It drops off 15 feet. And then you go down to just mattresses that make another one. But on either side is like broken bones. You're definitely not walking away from it. And I was just like, F it. And I just went. And then like after like 30 minutes, and I finally go, you fly off. And like I landed and I was just like, I did it the rest of the day. Like, it's like I was just like that one moment, like once you finally surpass it and go, it's just like, that's why I feel like skydiving is so amazing. Or like why I love singing so much. What no one knows is I hate singing. Like I'm so terrified of like to hear my own voice or sing in front of people. But like once you're just in the moment of doing it and you push past that barrier, like I live for that. I live for like that barrier just to pass it each time. And it's amazing. It's the best feeling in the world. It's like the best, like you're just like, it's the happiest you'll ever be. And that's why I think skydiving would be so cool, because you're terrified. You go all the way up. You're so terrified. Like, I'm going to die. Like, this is ridiculous. And like they say, like, no one knows what it's like to be in a plane. They open the door. Yeah. Like, that's the first thing people are like, whoa, like, this is like, no one does that. Like, because you're just used to being in a plane, right? And it's like, you pull the window up. That's it. So, but I think we need to do that. Like, you need to talk to the wifey.
Make some viral content. I'll shotgun a Rona and then we'll jump out. Dude, that would definitely get a repost.
Dude, you need to get the Nut Boys in here for a podcast. I just want to sit in and watch the podcast.
Dude, I guarantee you it would only consist of drinking.
Oh, dude, they'd be like a couple Ronas?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Talking about Tinder and.
Oh, dude. They're so funny. They're so real too.
Yeah.
Which I love.
I think that's why everyone loves them.
Yeah.
Is because they're like the genuine, like 22-year-old college student.
Oh, 100%.
Just, like, with merch and millions of followers.
Yeah, and they're so smart. They marketed their merch so well besides every other YouTuber. They're doing,
what is it? They have to send it.
Yeah,
they have.
Yeah, no, but like what they're doing is like they're like, we're gonna be like Supreme. It's like it's gotta be exclusive. So they only do 48-hour merch sales, and it's the nicest, high quality, really cool like street kind of stuff. So and I was like, this would never work. Like when I was watching like the minute of their vlog, and they said, oh, we'll probably sell out in like a couple of days. They sold out in 30 minutes. And I mean, you got to think.
That's wild.
And so now they're like, let's keep doing this. And it's such a smart tactic because it's like these people wait for their merch and like they know they're going to sell out. They know they're going to make that profit just because like whenever they release for that certain amount of time, they know it's all going to be gone because it's like exclusive and you can't buy it. They'll never have it up on their website again. Like it's such a smart business tactic.
Yeah. Dude, they know what they're doing.
They do. They're so dumb and they're like funny, but they're like so smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are like your plans with merch and stuff? I know
merch and stuff. Yeah. So we have merch. We literally just made like one a shirt or two, and then because we're trying to find like the right company to go with but then like I started thinking because we were just kind of like you have like a website, you have like the hats, the shirts, the t-shirts, the socks, the beanies, and but it's like everyone does it. How do you make it different? How do you make it more appealing? And we were like, let's go more like the streetwear kind of so that people actually want to wear it. You don't want like a shirt with my face on it. Like I would never wear that.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of like leaning more towards the street apparel, but then we're kind of like looking like, whoa, like this, that's why I was saying with the Nelk Boys, like that's pretty smart to do like exclusive merch. You can only get it in this specific time. So we're kind of looking at doing something like that. Like we do like a 4-day sale and it's like, that's it. That's all that item is.
And if you do it once, then you have the analytics to see like
exactly how it's going to do.
Yeah, exactly. Is this worthwhile or is it something that, maybe we should execute in a different way? So we do a segment of the show. It's called Small Town Shoutout.
Yeah.
You get to pick a small town and we both have to guess the population of that town.
Oh, God. Okay.
So it can be any town.
So, I think it's Mooresdale. That's where Levi lives, Pennsylvania.
Mooresdale, Pennsylvania.
I think it's Mooresdale. I could be completely wrong, but I might text him. I don't know. But the population is like ridiculous. Like it's tiny.
Is he living here?
He lives in, he's at my house.
Oh, dope. That's fun. Maybe
I should have brought him in. I didn't even think of that. Like we should do it if we do another one. Fun. I'll bring him in for a podcast.
Yeah, he can be the next person.
Yeah, dude.
Have him come next.
Have him come. Pop a couple Ronas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be stuck saying that all day.
Mooresdale, Pennsylvania.
Mooresdale, Pennsylvania. Okay, guess the population of it. Does it say on there what the population is? It's tiny, right?
Describe to the town to me. How many fast food restaurants are there?
Oh God, probably like 3.
3? Okay, I'm going 8,000.
What is it?
No, you have to guess too.
What? I know what it is. I have a sense what it is.
We see who closest.
Was I supposed to say one that we both didn't know?
Yeah. No, but you go. But go
I don't actually know, but I know it's pretty small because he talks about it. I'm gonna say like 1,000 people. Yeah, like
754.
Yeah,
and they have 3 fast food restaurants.
Yeah, I think it's like 3.
Wow,
you have to drive like 2 hours to go to like a Chipotle.
How did they find him?
That's why I was so shocked.
That's crazy.
And yeah, it's ridiculous. Should we do one more? Because I feel like I had more of a sense of that one than you did.
No, I mean that's fine. It's more or less just so like people are aware of like random towns that they didn't know before.
Dang. Yeah, so everyone knows about Mooresdale now.
Yeah. What did
redneck?
What did he do before?
He was just singing videos like and putting them up on YouTube.
I'm sure that was like difficult considering it's a super small town.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. He said like he did plays and everything. People made fun of him. Like it's like every route with musicians. People like make fun of you. Like you can't do that. Like you're looked at as like the ridiculously weird kid just for like because you want to like I was in a band. That was it. Like some people appreciate it. Some people are just like you're never gonna succeed. Like
I remember people somehow associated being interested in the arts and caring about what I look like as being gay.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like, and that that bothered me so much. Yeah. Like I didn't realize like how like insignificant it is now.
No.
Bro, dude, I don't know why that bothered me.
Yeah.
So much.
It's like, sorry, I'm not wearing like your Nike shoes and Jordans or like, I'm not wearing like Aeropostale.
I think it bothered me so much, honestly, because no girls from our school would date me. Like
really?
Because everyone made fun of me.
Dude, I think literally once you left, like it became like trendy to kind of, actually, no, I take that back. I was like one of the only guys who wore skinny jeans.
I wore skinny jeans and I like, since my like 8th grade year, wore skinny jeans, V-neck shirts, tie-dye shirts, like fashionable, trendy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Imagine if you like wore the glasses, like to see, you would like.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know why that bothered me so much in school.
I know. Look what we are now, though. They're asking us for fashion tips.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants to take any fashion tips from me now. I've kind of morphed it into a dad style.
Yeah.
Like I like the streetwear stuff. Like
dude, all you're missing is like the moccasins.
Yeah, bro.
Or the Crocs.
Oh, I had my moccasins on this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You see they're bringing back Crocs? Like they're making it cool again?
Yes, I did see that.
And I was like, dude, I gotta get Heelys then. If we're bringing back this kind of stuff, like I gotta be getting the Heelys, running them through the mall.
I got those UGG moccasins. That's where it's at.
That's when you know like you're like a dad.
Yeah, you like care about the.
You know, it reminds me of like, you know Mr. Osborne?
Yes. Oh my god.
Those sandals.
Yes. He wore Birkenstocks 20 years before it was
dude,
cool.
I know. And now it's trending. We're just like, damn.
I bet
Mr. Osborne knew what was coming.
Yeah, man. Mr. Osborne. That's crazy. I love talking about all these people and like,
yeah,
however many people are going to listen to this and be like, God, I don't know any of these.
I know. Who's Mr. Osborne?
Yeah. Mr. Osborne was my 3rd grade teacher, I think.
Yeah.
Your mom was my teacher too. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. I actually do remember that.
What grade was that? First grade, 2nd grade?
She's a 2nd grade teacher.
Yeah. That was, I'm sure she doesn't remember anything.
She's like, I hated Chase.
Yeah. That's the thing though. When you're a teacher, dude, you have 25 kids a year. I'm sure it's hard to remember specifics about like one
I'd be so
student.
bad. Like I'm so bad with names. Like, hey, Deontay. My name's Jared. And you're like, what? Sorry.
I was a troublemaker in school.
Oh, like, dude. Like if we're talking or doing stuff?
Both.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's the biggest one that was like, get out of my class? Like that person?
Miss Ames.
Miss Ames.
You remember Miss Ames?
Miss Ames. Everyone's probably listening like, who's Miss Ames?
I got like 20-something detentions from her in a single semester. That's one of the reasons, dude, I left to go to Butler Tech because...
Dude, I don't blame you.
Because I was not getting treated fairly by my peers or my superiors.
Dude, it's like ridiculous. Like, I'll say this now because I can. It's awesome. So like I got so we already did the DC trip.
Yeah.
So we had a principal named Miss Dennis. Absolutely hated her.
Oh, Miss Dennis. Remember her too.
We did I was doing we were all just hanging out and I brought a Monster and they're like, you can't bring energy. Like people are buying energy drinks there, right? So I just bring 2 Monsters. So everyone's like having a good time. Like I drink my Monster, I share it with my friends, and we get a noise complaint, right? And like everyone's getting noise complaints.
Yeah, because we're 13 years old in a hotel room by ourselves.
And then the next day she comes up and she's like, we had two people come in and jump off our TV stand under the bed, and it caused this huge thing. The TV stand fell over. So security came, and they were like, blah, blah, blah. And like, I was just sitting in bed watching this happen. And they came back, and the next day, Mrs. Dennis was like, we heard about your blah, blah, blah. Like, and all your friends said you gave them Monster. So now we're going to have to give you like Friday schools and all this stuff. And I was just, and that's like halfway into the DC trip. So I was just like so pissed off the rest of the trip. Yeah. And I get back, and this is the last 2 Fridays of the school year. And she gives me 2 Friday schools for the last 2 days. And I was just like, you know, when you're in school, you're just like, you're contemplating.
Friday
like,
schools are the worst,
dude,
too.
I know. It was so crappy. And I was just like the whole time thinking like, I'm just going to go egg her house. Like, I'm going to go TP it. Like, I'm going to saran wrap her car. I was so upset because it was like no one else got in trouble but me. Yeah. And I was like, because literally the script, the thing said brought an energy drink.
That's insane.
That was it. And I was just like, yo, like, come on. Like,
now, was your Friday school, did you have to, since you were in the 8th grade, did you go to the Friday school with high schoolers, or was it other 8th and 7th and 8th graders?
I think it was 7th and 8th graders.
Jeez.
Dude, it was so
it was
terrible.
probably just like you and someone.
Yeah, dude. Person. And I just had to sit there for hours. And then like, I just like, it was so bad. I was just like so upset. I was just like, I hope she gets fired. Like, and then she left. Yeah. She left like a year after that.
Miss Ames, really? Miss Ames left after that too.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any. Miss Ames was definitely the one, dude. Like, I got a pixie stick. I won a pixie stick from one of those army recruiters in lunch. And like, I brought it up to her class because I had her after lunch, and she like took it away, and then she ate it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. I was so upset about that. It was like one of those big, like 3-foot long pixie sticks. Yeah.
I've been so upset.
Oh, man.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know.
We're just like talking about like school now.
I know. So like, as far as like college goes, is that anything you ever looked into?
Yeah, I did.
Like for a certain period of time?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
Waste of money.
Yeah.
You can learn everything online, honestly.
Unless
you want to become a plumber and then go to school or something.
Go to a trade school. I did it for a while. I
can't do the work, dude. I can't like I don't want to do the work. I don't I love hands-on stuff, actually doing it. Like, it's weird because like if you're forced to do something, you don't want to do it, and it's like it makes it hard. You get bad grades, but like you have to read and write for something you want to do. You're like, oh, I'll sit down and write 50 pages right now because I want to do it. It's crazy. Like if you do something like that you love, like how much it changes from like I hate doing it, so you don't want to do it, and you just like fail because of it.
Yeah, so I was going to school up until like last year.
Yeah.
And I dropped out with like 4 classes left to go, which obviously.
Dang. So if you're that far in, how long are those 4 classes like to take?
I would have to go back for a full semester, which I just don't have the time to do. Here's the thing though. The semester before I dropped out, I turned down a $5,800 gig to do a commercial.
Are you serious?
Because I couldn't get away from school.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Like,
and then the semester before that, I turned down a role in Zoolander 2 because I couldn't get out of finals week.
Dude, honestly, at that point, I would have just been like, I'm done.
A national movie.
And the budget
that was in
huge,
every that was in every theater. It was a very, very small role. But
I would have.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, okay, fool me once, shame on me.
Got me twice, and you're like, damn.
Yeah. So then I was like, all right, gotta chase down this money now.
Like, even on top of that, like once you get out, you're in debt. It's like you're just in straight debt, and it just takes.
Fortunately, I had the decent enough grades to where like most of my school was covered.
That's great.
So I'm Gucci as far as that goes. But like,
no, dude, I'd be screwed. I'd be paying so much.
I would
money.
I would not recommend to anyone. I have friends that are
close
to $100,000 in debt
with all like the work they got. It's just like, again, social route is the way to go, guy.
Well, I think it's all dependent on the person too. I think a lot of people need the structure of school and then the structure of a job and
like going to, like all the way through high school, like you're talking about, like history, like how to like talk, and like you just know knowledge more in a sense, but it's like you don't need to like, I feel like you don't even, like after that, like look where I am now, and it was just like didn't have to go to college for that.
Yeah. So we do another segment called Meme of the Day presented by my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and my wife love memes. Do you and Noelle send each other memes?
All the time.
So today's meme of the day is what's the site? Tumblr post.
Okay. It's like you do a picture and have to put like a quote to it?
No. I just read a meme and to send people to the Instagram to follow it. So this thing says, boys who can pull off facial hair are hot. And then the comment below it says, I think you're supposed to use a razor. So
oh my gosh.
As opposed to pulling it off with your fingers. Do I need to describe the meme to everyone? Possibly. So if you want more memes like that, make sure you head over to the Internet Podcast on Instagram. Jeremy's shaking his head in shame right now. Cool, dude. So what's next for you? You having kids? I know you have three baby mamas already.
Oh gosh.
You trying to get a fourth?
Yeah, guy. No, I'm just like, I'm ready. I'm gonna wait. I just feel like I want to travel, experience a lot of stuff first, and then like, boom, I'll get married and we'll have kids later down the road.
There's nothing wrong with planning children. That's what I realized after I had one.
No, dude. I just think like I just feel like I want to get married. I want to like just travel like with the wife, like just have a good time. And then like when we have kids, but one, I want the dopest house, like not like a mansion. I don't want that. I want like what the Funk Bros did. I want a house that has like a trampoline inside, like a foam pit outside. You do the craziest things and give the kids the most insane life to where they're not stuck on their phones all day and sitting inside playing video games. They're doing like, like we're going and like riding dirt bikes, or we're going and like jumping in this, we're doing trampolines, we're swimming, we have a pool, like all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely what I want to do. I want to give them like a good childhood, because that's like definitely like we kind of grew up before like there was a lot of like,
I don't know.
We like grew up when there was still like not social media yet. Like we played outside, all this stuff, and then like it all came in kind of more in this generation.
I got you. Final question, and this is what it's gonna end off on and leave on. If you could do it all over again, what would you change?
God, what would I change? It's tough because there's like, if you change anything, you wouldn't be where you are.
You don't have to change anything. That's the thing.
I don't.
But if you could do anything differently, would you?
If I could do anything differently?
Yeah.
I would have definitely taken vocal lessons. I feel like I would have that would have helped.
Such a
going
hindsight.
into the audition. Yeah. Like I would have definitely wished I like knew how to like sing better than I did. But other than that, I wouldn't change a thing.
Do you think if you were better at vocals, that you and Nate and Levi would have just done the Tide with you three? Was that the issue? I'm not trying to rehash old shit.
No. Austin was an incredible singer.
Mm-hmm.
He was a front man. That was it. He was amazing. And I honestly preferred playing the guitar and singing every once in a while, because it was like you were the show. We and Levi never jumped a day in his life. Like, as bad as to say, like he never choreographed anything. We never did jumps, and I pretty much like trained him. And I was like, we're the show.
Yeah,
he does the singing. He gets the high notes. We put on the show. So I loved that. I loved that more than the lead singing. I loved it more than anything else. And I would, to the end of this day, I would do it 100 times again.
That's awesome. Well, until next time, where can they find you?
You can find me on social media, just at Drew Dirksen on Instagram. Twitter is just at Drew _Dirksen. Other than that, everything's just Drew Dirksen.
And where can they check out your band?
Check out my band. It's just ODL, O.D.L. It's like EDM music, really sick, super awesome, better than anybody out there if you want to listen to it.
I love the description. Really sick, super awesome.
Really sick, totally gnar, like the gnar level is like so above the nay. No, but it's good music. If you guys like chilling, listening with your friends, having a bunch of brews, do it.
I feel it. Get a vibe going. Well, until next time, this has been Chase Crawford, and make sure that you drink milk straight out of a cow's titty.
That's a great tip. Honestly, that's a great tip.